Welcome to the George FT TV YouTube channel. We'll discuss tonight. It's almost 12 in the morning. I just quickly wanted to do a video of how we're going and the trades that I did. So I didn't tell anyone my trades. I think I posted them on Twitter, but I changed them like I usually do. Somebody asked, so apologies. I did trade, but yeah, I don't know. Not sure I landed on good trades this week, but we'll see. We'll go over some games and whatnot, but I traded in Philippou for Bice. I was happy to get rid of Bice because he's leaking cash. I thought I'd go early on Philippou because I knew Cooper Simpson will need next week, and he played well, so I think he'll hold his spot. And then I don't know why I traded De Koning. I think I should have held. This was a waste of a trade. I landed on Nick Martin. It was Nick Martin, Rowan Marshall, Max Holmes, or Whitfield. I figured might as well go. So Holmes, Martin, and Marshall all have low break evens. So if I wanted to go one of them, I had to go them before going Whitfield, because Whitfield had almost 130 break even. So fortunately he's going to lose. I think he lost like 10k or something. So I thought about Holmes. I thought he might get tagged this week. Then he's into a 5-day break. So I think we'll let that one go. With like the Bergman tag, but I don't think it happened. But now he's got 5-day breaks. I'd like to stay away from that, so that's fine. Marshall's the only reason why I didn't go Marshall, because I wanted to go Marshall, or two reasons. His buy is really, really bad for us. Now that we got Philippou as well, all going well. But we've got a few Freo players, few Saints players now. I think we've got 5. So, and a fair few dead rooks. And rookies I might, I'm not sure we'll see Carroll. I'm not sure Brock will survive. Maybe, depending on Oscar Allen and McGovern, what they do there. Well, McGovern will come back, but it depends what they do with Oscar Allen and Harry Edwards. And then, Husway dead, Boyd dead. So, Stone dead. So I figure, I think we're in trouble fielding 18 in that buy round if we go Rowan. So, I don't like letting buys dictate my premiums, but yeah. So then it was Nick Martin or Whitfield, and I thought, well, Martin will be our D6 and it will give us DPP. I think Nass is better though, so should have maybe waited, played the long game. But I did go Martin, and he played well, found a lot of ball, but they got smashed by 90 points, so you just take the 95. And I think JD posted in our Discord that without Ridley, Martin's averaging 118. So I thought maybe he can score well. He's got Richmond twice for the rest of the season, so hopefully he can go all right. So we'll see how we go. I'm not quite sure I made the right call there, because I think it was a waste of a trade, especially because we're low. But I don't know. I guess Saints boys have got West Coast tomorrow, so probably hide under the couch sort of game in terms of watching that. So we'll see how we go. Fielding Sandy Brock as well, because I made the late change. I didn't realise Stone. Well, I did realise, but Stone was stuck in defence. So when I was playing around with this change, I couldn't move Stone back. Look, midfield's doing fine. Josh Dacus was good. Not many kick-ins, so I don't think this is a great pick. But yeah. Not much to discuss on the team. I think the more so planning for next week, and then so Horn Francis did a hammy, didn't look good. I mean, it's pretty dumb. It was a very bad trade out, and I get rewarded for it. It's the reality of the game, but yeah, I think if he's out 3 to 4, it might be a trade. That's generally a trade. That's too many weeks. Plus in the buy rounds as well. I guess he does have a buy, so it takes a week off, but that'll be interesting. And he might be a target as like a cheap guy, but I have too many forwards, so I'm not sure I can even get him. It's like, you have to wonder, was he just sick in bed all week or something? Because they said he was ill when he wasn't training, so did he not get the conditioning in during the week? It was a bit stiff. That I don't know how to describe it, but I'm in the car Thursday when I was coming home. when I was away. I was in the car 8.5 hours that day, and it's like my joints get a little bit stiff and stuff just from like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the prep couldn't have been that good this week. So yeah, very unlucky. Going to be very cheap though. So I dare say if he gets to the low 400s, I might have to cop that somehow. So that's that. But yeah, in terms of teams, go over some of the games quickly. So yeah, Gold Coast versus Hawthorn. I missed probably the first half of this. Not much to say. I think Newcomb's probably a good pick this year. He's got the midfield to himself, really. Does get the tag. I think Anderson, a few people brought him in, so it looks like a good in for Anderson. Love that Darwin. They love the Darwin games. And then Humphreys actually kicked on again once everyone traded him. Noble's going very well, so yeah, not much really to discuss here. Dylan Moore had a poor second half. Sicily. There's a lot of chefs back there for Hawthorn. Like Jeff didn't score that well. 5-day break, a little bit tough, but I think you just steer clear. I did consider Sicily. It's 480k, but I think you just steer clear. Not a top 6 this year, and I think they played a bit forward as well. So yeah, maybe he bounces back, but yeah, I think the Chera trade out's looking pretty dumb now. You have to wonder, is this keeper? I wasn't sure. I think if they throw him back every now and then, which is only due to injury, he's not going to score great. But he had probably his best, I think his second best ever game. He played well. Efficiency wasn't that good, but a lot of contested ground balls and stuff like that. Heaney played exceptionally well. I think it's pretty criminal that Chera outscored Heaney. I think Heaney, if he kicked straight, that was probably pushing 200 game. Yeah, if Heaney's getting 38, 7 shots on goal, you'd pencil that in for a 180. Chad's a really good player. Like, I think in fantasy he's been a mid only, so we haven't really he's not really a player we've really looked at. He's a bit too up and down and fades in and out of games, but yeah, since I've owned him, he's been quite good. CBA's up. When the whips were cracking, he was in the midfield. Early in the game, he was playing a bit too much in the forward line for my liking, so that can happen, and Mills might come back, so that'll be an interesting one. Roberts is not a keeper. I think we've seen enough now. The quality of the defenders is very good this year, and I think he's down on confidence. He's not using it well. He's not getting as much ball. This is not a premium. The run's really good. I think he's going to drop a bit of money, though, so yeah, the run's probably as good as it gets, I think, for halfbacks, I want to say. So it's Melbourne, Adelaide, Richmond. So it's a really nice run to the bye. So I think I'm just going to hold to the bye and hopefully can do 90s. Starting to think, do they do something differently with him? I don't think so, but he's just out of form. Bice can go. Yeah. Nick Haynes quietly put together a good few weeks. I think I'll save my thoughts for video tomorrow on this game, but man, we always lose close to Collingwood. Like, we play well, but we lose. So very, very annoying. Again, like Dawson would be great if he could not have a 1-to-1 or a negative ratio when he goes big every time. So like the SuperCoach ceiling's just not there. I think maybe last week, what did he get? Was it 150? I think. So he played well, but yeah, he played really well today. Dawson hit some nice targets, a few clunks, tackles, marks. So yeah, love Dawson. I like the Peatling pick. The TOG was 65%, which makes no sense because one of his games without Crouch was 86% TOG. I think another one was high 80s, and last week was 72. So I honestly can't make any sense of this because his tank's not really an issue. It shouldn't be. But yeah, 95 in a tough matchup with dumb TOG. I think if you bought him, you'd be okay. think you'll be alright as well. So that's that. I'm not going to speak on Miller. Does my absolute head in watching him. Not really much relevance. I guess Nick, if you don't have him, you're going to get him quite cheap. First quarter was pretty bad, but I think second quarter he got going a bit. So yeah, Nick, the panic trading of Nick for 580k or 600k, I think it was. Not a good trade in. Paying 600 this year hasn't worked, with the exception of Gorn and Sherry, I think. Butters probably did up until today. But yeah, Port versus Geelong. So they did a lot of injuries. I think there must have been 5 hammies in this game or something. So on France is probably a trade, but see how the timeline goes. But yeah, Butters pulling out 50, gotten the Irish Oisin Mullen tag. So now Butters, let's click on Rosie. The fixture is horrific. So Fremantle, do they use Wagner on him? Probably not. GWS, most likely Bedford. Melbourne, do they persist with Oliver? We saw James Jordan tag the other night. Wait, did he tag this week, Jordan? Yeah, he tagged Walsh. Effectively, I think. So that's potentially 3 tags in a row. So maybe we wait for Zach Butters till round 16. Leave a midfield slot open. We'll get him that round. I dare say he should be cheap unless he goes nuts. But you can see that there's absolutely tags coming. And then, yeah, the fixture opens up. Brisbane don't really tag. West Coast not going to tag. Hawthorn, I think they can use Finn. They haven't really used him much. I think they used him maybe this week a little bit, but not really. Adelaide not going to tag. Like, okay, maybe a tag here, and that's it. So, round 16, Zach Butters. Maybe you could go if he's cheap enough, like a bit earlier. So, but I think tags will come. But yeah, Ports. Now, Visentini's an interesting one. Yeah, part of the reason I didn't go Marshall was to open up potential for Visentini. Now, does he hold his spot? Because Sweets, I don't think he's a bad ruckman. He's out of form. Not like a high ceiling sort of a ruckman. I think they probably knew that when they got him. But apart from Cooper Simpson, there's not much money. I'll check what Daywick scored. The rookie's just not looking good. Like, pretty awful. And I dare say, like, I think I'm going to end up trading in, like, maybe at least 2 loopholes coming up just to maximize cash gen and get DPPs. And yeah, one rookie we might get, I think, is Charlie Edwards. I really hope that we stop playing Miller and we give Edwards a go or put Cumming in the back line. So I keep saying that, but it's just like, and the supporters on Twitter and Big Footy are saying the same thing, but I don't know, man. So he's one I might even go to. Like, if there's nothing, I'll just grab him, because I think he's been getting like 25 plus at halfback in the SNFL. Not much else to discuss here. Holmes probably a bit disappointing. We know with Holmes, there's the bad is bad, the good is exceptional. So you just got to ride it. Giants versus Dockers. So Giants, you got to start asking questions. Are they any good this year? I'm glad Whitfield didn't go crazy. So just watching Whitfield and Ash takes a lot of pill from Whitfield. I thought there was a lot of ball that Whitfield should have had, and Ash sort of took it. Whether it was like there was an uncontested mark on a Whitfield, and Ash intercepted it in front of Whitfield and then went on a dash. So that probably kept him down, and also got caught holding the ball a few times. So I think it wasn't probably Whitfield's. He could have easily pissed in a 120 here if a few things went his way. So I'm just hopeful. Who's he got next week? Carlton. I don't think Sydney defenders did that well. He's got Richmond. So I think we'll aim for Whitfield. We could go this week. Depends on Visentini, so we'll see. Where are we looking? Iden's having a good year, so it's not working for Giants at the moment. I'm not quite sure why. Angove's probably there's a rookie there for us, but he's not scoring anything. Oh, Fonte scored 70. If you went him, you'd be happy. Might be a decent rook. Bad miss potentially. Yeah, Shea Bolton. I think Bolton was really cheap because he scored like 10 or something one game. Yeah, he dropped to 400k. Oh no, that's projected. He's bottomed out this week. Yeah, he scored. Yeah, he's actually gone 115, 102, 114, 150 today. So apart from this 5, he's actually gone. Might actually be premium again. No, he's fun to watch, Shay. I'm not sure I can stomach it because I've owned him in the past, and yeah, he's good is really good, and his bad is bad. So yeah. Oh, Sarong, we got a ceiling game from Sarong, which was good. I mean, Sarong, it's been a frustrating own, but I think you know that he's going to give you 110%. He's going to crack in. He's going to do everything he can every week. Same with Geordie Clark and same with Andy. So even though I've got a bit heavy on the Freo boys, I really like them. Like great characters, great players, all of them. Not much else. Dudley subbed off. A bit stiff there. Yeah, Bulldogs versus Essendon. So like, I feel like Essendon I feel like they should be better. You have to. I read a post. I was reading some posts on Big 40, and a few of them were saying like sell McGrath, sell Langford, like anyone with currency that's like late 20s, just sell them immediately. Even someone said sell Merritt. Maybe like it wouldn't have been the worst idea. I mean, you don't want to trade like he's Essendon basically. So would you, if you could get like 2 firsts and a second last year's draft with that quality for Merritt, would you do that? I think it'd make you think and just go full rebuild. Like I think Richmond that opportunity to sell all their players and go to a really strong deep draft. I think that's going to be like a pivotal moment in their rebuild. So like opportunities don't come like that often. Apparently this draft is not as good or deep. So yeah. Bont's not coming down. I think Dale nearly had 50 touches. So to only score, I say only 144 or 50 touches. Probably a bit fortunate as a non-owner. But yeah, his last 3 has been like 130 average, I think. So he's just going nuts. Bont, we're going to have to get Bont somehow. I think he's the one where he's not coming down. So do you just delay it and hope he comes down, or do you just grab him because he's coming off the bye? Because I don't really want Butters off the bye because of the tags. I thought about Horn Francis, but he's coming off injury, a high break even, so I can't go him. So it's kind of Bont, and we'll have to figure out what we're doing with money. But fortunately for those that still have Zach Reed or Levi Ashcroft, we've got a lot of money on their heads. So even like a Roberts, but I think I want to hold Roberts for the good matchups, but we'll see. Ed Richards could be, looks good. Playing really well. Thought he would have scored more than that. Although Cleary's been a decent rook, a bit of a miss there. I do like him. And then Essendon. So Nick Martin, owner here. His work rate is phenomenal, and he did get a few bench stints this game. I thought I'd get 100% Tog, but no, got 90%, which is still good. His role is just, it's hard to explain. It's start forward of the ball and then follow the ball. Even like start on the wing at times, but he's around the stoppages a fair bit. He's able to get like a few contested ball wins. So I actually think he'd go alright as an inside mid. 9 contested, like just sort of everywhere. So, and then that, when the game, he had a poor first quarter, and the game was done. So it was just too hard to score. Like, you'd get like an intercept, an effective kick, and you get like 7 points for it or something like that. So the game was done. So everyone that scored well early got scoured pretty hard. Now Merritt's 65, so he's going to be a target for us. It looks like there's a lot of tags for him on the way home. So I'm a little bit hesitant to go there, to be honest, but I don't think you can go too wrong with Zach Merritt. Yeah. El Hawley got some nice scaling. I think he got scaled I think he got subbed out on about 30-something, 33 or 34, and scaled a lot of points, which is good if you have him. So not quite sure why he was subbed, especially for Dylan Shield. Like, find out what El Hawley is. Like, is he going to be part of your team? Like, find out. Stop making him sub. Stop playing Dylan Shield. Like, makes no sense. So it's a bit of Brad Scott is a bit of Matthew Nicks, where he seems to favour older players and scared to drop them, I think. And I think Dylan Shield seems that guy. So I don't know, man. Like when we played Brodie Smith, it was great. Like, we had an easy win against an easy team, I think. And like he kicked a goal at the end, and the boys got around him and was all happy and stuff. And it was great for Brodie Smith, but I think it's just a ruthless game. Like, you got to look beyond the emotion, I think, and start playing your future rather than gatekeeping them for players that you know are not best 22 or a part of your next flag. So yeah, I don't know. I can see why Essendon supporters they're all dead on the inside, all of them. Look at Martin's heat map, actually. Yeah, he's just kind of everywhere. The last few weeks it's been more defense, his heat maps. So yeah. Look, I think he did 105 sort of in this role last year when he moved there. So I'm hoping for, I think it was 107 actually, and I thought about starting him because of that. So I'm hopeful we'll get that as well, 105 plus, fingers crossed. So I think certainly he's top 6 in the forward line or defense in DT. SC might be just outside, so we'll see. But yeah, that's all from me. We'll look at Cooper Simpson, Dante Vizentini, and Whitfield. I'll be grabbing 2 of them next week for sure. I just need to figure it out. I guess those that you could be looking at Philippou, depending on how he goes. You could look at Kadeen Coleman and Callum Mills probably coming back. So we've got options as, if you're really, really like badly struggling for money and you want a 23rd premium, maybe one of these guys can be that guy for you. Low trades or whatnot. So yeah, I might end up with one of them as my 23rd, but I'm hopeful that doesn't happen, but we'll see. So I'll grab Philippou. We'll look at one of Dante or Kitty as well. So, excuse me, could go. How much is Kitty? I think he's 270 or 260. 270. Got Melbourne match up too. So we'll just see how he goes. Maybe he's sub or something because they're easing him in. I don't know. I think Jasper Fletcher's probably done as a defender because of Kitty, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. Good luck for your Sundays.